All right, Grand Rising to you, man. Grand Rising to you. Billionaires, thanks so much for joining us here today. This is the New Black Wall Street and our presentation of Black Money and Power Show. Good morning to you, Ms. Kinata. Thanks so much for joining here today. Now, we know we're going to be broadcasting live across Facebook, YouTube, and also Instagram on all of those pages, the ERGJ Enterprises. And so we'll give it a little bit of time because I know it takes a little bit to get the word out, to let people know that we're here. But we're here live, ready to rock and roll. It's an absolutely tremendous Thursday. It's a great day to get rich. I'm just trying to tell you guys, trying to get up, get out, and go get something. If you woke up on the wrong side of the bed, that don't matter because it's still the right time to be alive. Thank God we are still here. Thank God we still have an opportunity to accomplish our goals, to do our mission, to complete our assignment. Thank God that we are amongst the land of the living. Thank God that we're in the land flowing with milk and honey. Oh my goodness, what a great day it is to be alive, just to breathe again. Because many people didn't wake up this morning. So let's wake up with an attitude of gratitude, just thanking life for life itself here on the Black Money and Power Show. Well, guys, y'all know I like to get right up in this thing. Y'all know we start on time and try to end on time. This ain't CPT time. This is excellence. Hey, man, y'all know what time it is, Mr. DJ. If I can find you, hit the music.
The new Black Wall Street. Do it right, build wealth, live life, economic empowerment, real tips, insight on the new Black Wall Street. It's on the new Black Wall Street. He's your host.
All right, my beautiful people, man. Thanks so much for joining us here today on the New Black Wall Street, our feature presentation, the Black Money and Power Show. I'm your host, ERGJ, your certified financial educator, CEO of ERGJ Enterprises, ERGJ Black Bazaar, and international best-selling author of the book, The Black Billionaires Club. That book there, guys, is a study of Black wealth. That book is a study of the 12 richest Black people in the world today and how they built their wealth. And I just truly believe that if you want to be wealthy, that's a big if because it's a choice. Black wealth is a Black choice. It's a choice. But if you do, I recommend that you study wealthy people. That's right, man. The Black Billionaires Club. You can pick up your copy by simply going to the website, theblackbillionairesclub.com. That's right, theblackbillionairesclub.com. You can pick up a hard copy, ebook. Also, it's available in French and also ebook and then also audiobook as well. So go ahead and check out theblackbillionairesclub.com. That's right, theblackbillionairesclub.com. Again, guys, if you want to be wealthy, why not start with the study of the 12 richest Black people in the world? That's who I study. I don't know who you studying, but what I do understand is that where your thoughts go, what you study is ultimately what you become. That's right, man. What you study is ultimately what you become. So I guess a good question to ask this morning is, what and or who are you studying? Man, today's sponsor has been brought to you by ERGJ Black Bazaar. That's right, ERGJ Black Bazaar, the Afrocentric marketplace, where we specialize in Afrocentric home decor, personal care products, and also natural, and also Black art inspired gifts. Check out the website at www.ergjblackbazaar.com, www.ergjblackbazaar.com. When you get there, just scroll on down, guys. This is in our shower section, our actual bathroom decor section. You see that nice little shower set, Crimson Rising. That's one of our top selling designs. So you can pick up a 2-piece shower set, which would be the shower curtain and the matching memory foam mat for your shower stall. And this one is on sale right now for $29.99. That's right. Check us out at ERGJ Black Bazaar, the Afrocentric marketplace, by simply going to the website www.ergjblackbazaar.com, www.ergjblackbazaar.com. Well, beautiful people, time for us to get right into the show, man. If you could, go ahead and let us know where you're connecting from, what city, what state, also maybe what country. We're broadcasting live here on Facebook, YouTube, and also Instagram across the World Wide Web. And we understand that you could be watching us from anywhere. Go ahead and also hit the like button, the share button, the follow button, the subscribe button. Hit every little button that you can across whatever platform that you're on so you make sure you don't miss any future episodes. As what we do here, we talk about money and the power. Money and the power. I ain't going broke because I got money and the power. That's right, man. Selena Hunt says, man, I'm out here in Akron, Ohio, over on Instagram. Thanks so much for joining us. Also, let us know again, guys. Let us know where you're connected from, what city, what state. And like and share if you care. At the end of the day, my question to my brothers and sisters this morning is, are you your brothers and also your sister's keeper? And if so, would you withhold information from them that can actually help them solve the money problem? Because here's the deal, guys. We continue to complain about what other people aren't doing for us, but yet we don't look in the mirror and see what we're not doing for ourselves. And something simple as hitting the like button, something as simple as hitting the share button, something as simple as tagging someone to get some information that can help them with money. One of the biggest things of our lifetime is this thing called money that we ain't figured out just yet. This thing called money. Well, my beautiful people, I've been studying money for over a decade, and I've been called to help you fix the money problem. That's right, man. Well, today, we're going to be talking about 6 money traps to avoid. 6 money traps to avoid. But before we get into that, we're going to go ahead and get our daily motivations for African-American success. That's right. Daily motivations for African-American success. Got Stonecrest, Georgia representing, man. Thanks so much for joining. Ms. Goodrich, thanks so much for being here. That true support himself. Mr. Justin, man, what's going on, brother? You still didn't hit me up. I told you to hit me up so we can talk. I appreciate that, man. Thanks so much for joining as well. Miss Lynn said, I would never withhold information that would empower another individual. Hey, man, that's what I'm talking about, man. Daily motivation for African-American success by Mr. Dennis P. Kimbrough. Daily motivation for African-American success. Now, today's title is giving you the best that I got. Giving you the best that I've got. Now, here's the beautiful thing, beautiful people. Just the title itself. If you went out every day, right, whether it's at work, whether it's on your job, or in your own business, whether it's just in life, if you went out every day and gave life itself the best that you've got, or you went out every day and you gave yourself, let alone somebody else, the best that you got, man, would not your life be the best? See, we can't talk about living my best life or living a blessed life when we're not giving our best each and every day. Well, if you were to just look over this year, can you count on your finger how many days you actually gave it your very best? I mean, the type of days that you wake up, you get running, and you don't stop until you gave it all that you got. You see? Till you gave it all that you got. Now, Mauricio said you must first learn to be wealthy. I don't quite agree with that at this point. I've been studying this thing for a little while, and I would venture to say, and this is the philosophy I came up with. It's not about being agreeing or not agreeing, but here's the philosophy I came up with. I want to teach people how to get rich, and then how to get wealthy. And see, what I'm understanding is that income is unlimited. So if we can figure out how to make as much money as we possibly can, and then we are learning how to manage that money, which is where the wealthy comes in. See, it's the management of money. It's not always just what you make, it's how you manage it. So learning to be wealthy comes down to the management of your resources, the management of your wealth. And so my philosophy is now is I want to help Black folk earn as much money as they possibly can. And then along the way, teach you what to do with it. See, when I began my journey into financial education, I'm a financial educator. I was trying to teach people how to be wealthy. But the problem was they didn't have much capital. So teaching them the principles of wealth was great, but they still needed money. They still needed to have some capital, startup capital, cash flow, savings, all that good stuff. And so then I said, man, how can I teach you how to invest if you don't have anything to invest? Now, the cool thing was, at least it sparked an interest. At least it said, well, I do want to be able to invest. So now I must figure out how to get some money or some capital to then sow my seed to invest and then multiply my money. And so now I'm in the state where I'm like, I'm just trying to help Black folk get their hand on money because that would take care of the immediate need. Everybody putting down so immediate. It'll take care of the immediate need. It'll take care of paying that light bill. It'll take care of putting food on the table. It'll take care of the car note. It'll take care of the phone bill. It'll take care of your immediate needs. Food, shelter, water, right? So I can talk all day about being wealthy, which is what I do. But man, if I don't find a way to put money in your hand to take care of your immediate needs, Your ears start to get clogged up. Like, man, this brother talking good, but shit, I'm still hungry. So now, me personally, I'm not saying anybody else. I'm just me personally. My philosophy is to give you a fish while I teach you how to fish. That's my philosophy. To give you a fish. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean I'm going to give you money. My giving of the fish is giving you opportunity to go make the money. Because I know that if you work for it yourself, you'll appreciate it much more. So that's just my philosophy. I mean, everybody else, hopefully I got your own philosophy. I don't know how many people out there teaching about money and teaching about wealth, but that's what I do. That's my specialty. That's what I've been called to do. Giving it your very best. And we're going to talk about that. Man, you know what? Let me skip just a little bit because now we're talking about that. I'll come back to daily motivations. Now that Ms. Maurice brought that to my attention because I also had something else I wanted to share. And it's this thing right here. If you bargain with life for a penny. If you bargain with life for a penny. Now, here is the thing. Many of us in our community have been bargaining with life for a penny. We've been bargaining with life for less than we could, right? Less than we could earn, less than we could get, less than we deserve, less than our performance requires. We've been bargaining with life for a penny, and it pays us no more. And here's a quote. It's actually a little poem, I guess, from Jesse B. Rittenhouse. And I'm going to read that for you tonight. But if you could put it comments below, if, just put in comments below, hashtag if, because now we're talking about the if word is a choice word. The if word is a choice word. And so what I've been teaching black folk is simply this. Black wealth is a black choice. You must choose different disciplines. You must choose wisely what you do with your money. You must choose. It's a choice. And as long as we continue to choose the alcohol, as long as we continue to choose the strip clubs, as long as we continue to choose the football game, as long as we continue to choose the concerts, as long as we continue to choose entertainment over education, then we lack knowledge that we can apply to become wisdom, and wisdom is more valuable than rubies or gold. Wisdom is more valuable, is more precious than rubies or gold. And there are two things that black folk must learn to value. Wisdom being the first, and time being the second. See, Jet Life is here, Hunt Selena is here, Silky 8 Vixen Virgo is here. Here's the deal. I may want to do business with you. I may want to collaborate. We may want to practice group economics. But every time it's time for a meeting, you get there late. I can't do business with you. I can't do business with you if you can't come on time. You don't value time. It tells me you don't value my time. And if you don't value my time, why should I give it to you? See, these are things that are culturally enriched into our community. To not value wisdom, nobody can tell us nothing, and not value time. We have no problem being late. And because we don't value wisdom, which is more valuable than money, because we don't value time, which is more valuable than money, then at the very least, we are valuing the least valuable thing available unto us, which is money. See, money is the least valuable, but we value it the most. And the things that are more valuable, we value the least. Think about that for a second. Think about that for a second. So if you bargain with life for a penny, they'll pay you no more. Here's the you can look it up. It's you can find it, but it's a poem by Jesse B. Rittenhouse, written I don't know how long ago, but it was an excellent poem. Here we go. I bargained with life for a penny, and life would pay me no more. However, I begged that evening when I counted my scanty store. For life is a just employer. He gives you what you ask. But once you have set the wages, why, you must bear the task. I worked for a menial's hire only to learn dismayed that any wage I had asked of life, life would have surely paid. My question to you this morning, black folk, what have you been asking of life? Let me read that again. I worked for a menial's hire. I worked for $7 an hour. I worked for $10 an hour. I traded an hour of my life for $13. And then I learned only to be dismayed, only to be upset, only to be mad. That if I simply would have asked of life for more, life would have surely paid. Now, many of us, we go to this thing called church every week or every Sunday and Wednesday. And it's a simple principle in the book that says, if you ask, you shall receive. But not too many of us are doing asking. What I found is that many of us are doing assuming. We're doing a whole bunch of assuming. You know what this says about assuming? You make an ass out of you and an ass out of me. Right? So we're doing a whole bunch of assuming and not enough asking. Now, here's the interesting thing about asking. It puts you in a position to receive. When you're asking, you're opening yourself up to say, you know what? I ain't got all the answers. I don't know everything. I mean, I need help, and I'm asking for some assistance here. And then you allow this good man, this good being, this good spirit to say, you know what? I've been waiting on you to ask. Now, let me ask you this. How many guys are fathers, mothers, you got children? And you've been watching your children act a fool. I mean, they've been cutting up. They've been going out, been doing crazy stuff. They struggling, right? You watching them. You sitting there now. You the mother or the daughter, or the father or the mother, the grandmother, the grandfather, and you just watching their life because you know if you say something, they're gonna get upset because they don't want nobody telling them what to do. But this whole time you've been sitting there just waiting, and then they finally call you and they say, "Yo, Papa, Granddad, Grandma, Mama, man, I'm going through it. I mean, this is going crazy. I can't take it no more. Can you help a brother out? Can you help a sister out?" Everybody put it down. So, can you help me? Can you help me? And then the first thing they say, the first thing that you say, that you've been saying to your children, and the same thing that your father is saying to you. Why didn't you come to me and ask? All you had to do was ask. I mean, I've been sitting here watching you go through all this stuff, daughter, going through this stuff with these men, brother, going through this stuff with these women. I've been watching you. I've been having dreams about you. But all this whole time, I've been sitting here just waiting on you to ask. Now, if you feel that way about your children, then how do you think your Heavenly Father feels about you? This whole time, He's just been waiting on you to ask. If I bargain with life for a penny, life will pay me no more. But man, what would it be like if I just asked of life for any wage? Any wage. Everybody put it down slow. Any wage. Any wage. Life will surely pay. See, here's the deal, guys. There's some of us who are settling for $13 an hour. Some of us who are settling for $15, $20, $30, $35, $40, $50 an hour. Now, you may not call it settling, but I'm simply saying that, man, there are people who are making way more than that. So there's more that's available, right? Now, some of it has to do with the skills that we refuse to acquire. Some of it may have to do with the education that you refuse to get. Some of it may have to do with the certification that you refuse to go to. I don't know, whatever it is that you refuse. But what I do know is that there is unlimited income available to you and I. Unlimited resources, unlimited wisdom, unlimited wealth. It's unlimited. So how do we tap into the plug of unlimited? See, you and I, we are small little vessels of spirit of God. And absolutely the only thing that is keeping us from whatever it is that we desire, because he said, man, ask and you shall receive, seek and you shall find, knock and the door will be open unto you. These are the things that he said to us. So these are promises. So the only thing that's keeping us from whatever it is that we desire is us. It's not racism. It's us. Now you can say it's fear because you might have these images in your mind about what you are afraid of. Get out of fear, get into the faith, and believe what was said unto you. Now I know that's a lot easier said than done, but my goodness, how long has it been? Right? How long has it been? Now, Brother Maurice said, Brother Evan, business, how important is marketing and advertising, expand and grow your company's market share? If you don't market, if you don't advertise, you won't be seen. If you're not seen, you won't grow. If you don't grow, you'll be out of business soon. So how important is it? It's supremely important. It's the most important thing to bring awareness, visibility, more sales to your bottom line. If you refuse to invest in marketing and advertising, you're basically saying that you don't want no more new money. And I don't know about you, but every day that I wake up, I'm trying to keep old money and get new money. Everybody put it down. So keep the old, get some new. I'm trying to keep the old money. In other words, my customers, I want to keep them happy. I reward them for their loyalty. We're married at this point. Y'all ain't going nowhere. And then I'm trying to get me some new wives. Every day. I'm trying to keep my pipeline happy. Keep them loyal. Keep them spending with us. And then I'm trying to go out here and get some new money. Find me some new prospects. Every day. It don't stop. Keep the old. What do they say now? They say it's cheaper to keep her. And some of us don't understand that when it comes to business. It's cheaper to keep the people that are already doing business with you because you got their contact information. You ain't got to run no new real specials for them. You just got to reach out to them, ask them, see how they doing. Hey, it's your birthday. Happy birthday. Here's a free gift. I mean, if you just manage your current customer base, you will be fine. But man, ain't nothing like some new money. Oh, Lord, ain't nothing like some new money. You be like, oh, we got a new one. We done reeled a new one. Oh, my goodness. And that comes from marketing and advertising, right? Keep the old and go get you some new. That's a great question to ask this morning, though, brothers and sisters. What are you doing, right, to keep the old? Now, I'm going to take this a little bit further than just business. What are you doing to keep your wife happy? What are you doing to keep your husband happy? What are you doing to make sure they remain loyal to you? I mean, what do you need to do that you stop doing? Keep the old. Now, I ain't telling you to go get no new fling. That's not what I'm saying. Go get some new memories when it comes to marriage. I guess. I don't know. I'm no expert in that. I ain't married, but I'm just saying, what are you doing to keep the old, to keep the fire and desire? Keep the old. It's cheaper to keep them. Oh, Lord, it's cheaper to keep her. Daily Motivations for African American Success by Mr. Dennis P. Kimbrough. Daily Motivations for African American Success, giving you the best that I got. And here's our quote today. It comes from Herman B. Smith Jr., interim president at Morris Brown College, a black man. And he says this, and I quote, "If we would have given what we should have given, we wouldn't be in this mess now." Whoa. Big if, that's a choice, we would have given, we have more to give, what we should have given, then we wouldn't be in this mess now. Now, how many guys have had situations in your life where you realize, man, if I would have just done what I should have done, if I would have just not procrastinated on making that call, not procrastinated on doing that thing, not procrastinated on completing that assignment, if I would have just done what I should have done, this mess that I'm dealing with right now, we wouldn't be dealing with it. How many guys will be honest and say, you know what? There's some things in my life that if I would have just taken responsibility for, it wouldn't have turned out so terrible where now I got stress, worry, anxiety, fear, and all that stuff. If I would have just handled it when it came up, we call this nip it in the bud. Everybody put it down, so nip it in the bud. You start to see some contention rising between you and your family members, and you don't nip it in the bud. You say, oh, it's not a big thing. You know what I'm saying? Just a little small little argument or whatever the case may be. Oh, it's no big thing. Just a little white lie. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going to check my son or my daughter on this little white lie. This is a little thing. You don't nip it in the bud. And you know that you should have, hey, we don't tolerate lying around here. Hey, we ain't going to be dealing with no stealing around here. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we had an argument. We ain't going to bed mad. We're going to have to kiss and make up. We're going to be up all night until we come to some type of agreement. And then you say, you know what? I know I should have done that, but I didn't. And now look at the mess we're in. Oh, Lord, it done got bigger. I mean, it's now pouring rain. I mean, it's thunderstorm and lightning. Right? It just gets bigger and gets bigger until you nip it in the bud. Here's our motivation today, man. Let's get it. A little girl was given $2 by her father. He told her that she could do anything she wanted with one of the dollars, but the other was to be given in church on Sunday. The girl nodded in agreement and asked if she could go to the candy store. With visions of all that she could buy with her dollar, she skipped to the store holding $1 in each hand. As she skipped along, she tripped and fell, and the wind blew one of the dollars out of her hand and down a storm drain near the curb. Picking herself up, the little girl looked at the dollar bill still in her hand and said, "Well, Lord, there goes your $1." The first thing we learn from great men and women is that giving is a test of maturity. Those who are mature give. The immature do not. Oh, Lord. Those who are mature give. The immature does not. I'm going to come back to that in just a second. It is wise to practice giving in every area of your life. Give something every day. Give out the fullness of your heart. Give your feeling to others. Give money where it is needed and can truly help someone. Give attention. Give thoughtful, well-reasoned advice. Give by donating your time. But most of all, give thanks to the Lord for your many blessings. As Reverend Leontine Kelly, the first African-American female bishop, has so eloquently said, acquire the giving habit. Give intelligently and freely. You owe it to yourself to give every day of your life. Those who are mature give. Those who are immature do not. And here's the deal, beautiful people. I don't know about you, but I can just tell you from my experience, what I've experienced in life. Number one, there's a lot of people who want to receive but are unwilling to give. It's something like this. Hey, I'm in a bind. Can you help me out? Or can you pay for this? Or can you do this? But then you're like, well, okay, no problem. But, so where's the exchange? What are you giving? When have you ever given? You're always asking to receive, but I never see you giving. Oh, how dare you ask me to give? I'm the one that's in trouble. Well, you don't understand these principles. See, there was a lady who had only 2 mites. She gave all that she could. She gave the very best that she had. And the Lord said, man, she gave more than everybody else. Because it was the last of what she had versus out of the excess of everybody else. And that's why I keep saying, as long as we've been going to church, we ain't got this stuff in us. It ain't in us. It's a show. It's a concert. It's a social gathering that many of us are putting the word in us, and we can just very freely get it out. My question is a great question this morning. What's in you? Who raised you? Who taught you? What the heck is in you? Hopefully it's a good word, I guess, or whatever it is that you believe in. Hopefully it's some wisdom or some principles or some discipline, some character. What's in you? Giving is for those who are mature, give. Those who are not, don't. A test of maturity. Now, here's the deal. I shouldn't ask this question, because if I ask you, you're going to say yes, but I really want you to think about this. Are you really mature? Ooh, are you really mature? Now, here's the thing. Here's my question to you. There's another scripture that says this, right? 1 Corinthians 13 says, when I was a child, I talked like a child. I thought like a child. I reasoned like a child. But now that I'm an adult, I have put away childish things. In the comments below, I'd like for you to share one thing that as you have become an adult, scratch that. As you have matured, because you can be an adult and not be mature. So as you have matured, Put in the comments below one childish thing that you put away. One childish thing that you no longer participate in. One childish behavior that you have put away. And let me tell you one of the childish behaviors that too many of us simply have not put away yet. And that is simply spending more than we earn. That is childish behavior. You can say you're an adult all you want, but in some areas in your life, you're still little children. And when you spend more than you earn, that is childish behavior. Why? Because only a child would do something that's silly and foolish as spend more money than they earn. So let's just call it what it is. If I continue to spend more than I earn, I know that I'm going down to the road of poverty. And although I know it's not smart to do, although I know it's not logical, although I know, right, that's foolish and childish, I keep doing it. Well, if you keep doing it, well, then you haven't put that childish thing away. What's something that as you have matured, regardless how old you are, because some of y'all still ain't mature, but as you have matured, you say, man, I can pinpoint this childish thing that I decided at some point in my life I was done with. Now, River Word said, man, tantrums. When I don't get my way. How many guys know some 30, 35, 40, 45, 50-year-old, 60-year-old people who still get puffed up with anger and hate when things don't their way, as if they're God? Miss Lena Sun said, to listen more and speak less. Oh my goodness. Always talking over people, being disrespectful. That's childish. When I was a child, I talked like a child. Have you watched your vocabulary? I thought like a child. Have you paid attention to what you think about all day long? I reasoned like a child. That means I interpreted things. My perspective was kind of off. It was childish off. I was naive to the realities of this life. But now that I became an adult, now that I'm a man, I put childish things away. What's something that you said now that you're older, you're mature, you say, you know what, that was an issue. I've been dealing with this for quite some time, and this is the year. I did this 10 years ago, 5 years. I remember when I said no more. And I took responsibility. I said no more. Kelvin Robinson said, man, impulse buying. Oh, Lord, I started to say, you know what? Let me go home and think about it. If I still want it tomorrow or a week from now, I'll get it. But yeah, enough of that impulse buying. He probably said, you know what? I'm going to stop going to the grocery store without a list. Hey, you know what I mean? Let's put the list together, the stuff we need in our refrigerator, the stuff we absolutely got to have. We might put a little section in there for something we might want, like some cookies. But you know what? We're going to take care of the needs first. We ain't going to be looking at all that beautiful, wonderful deliciousness in the store. Matter of fact, we're going to eat before we go. So we won't be in here impulse buying and then spending more than we got. Living our life on credit. That's childish. Justin Maurice from YouTube said, man, making excuses as an adult, I've embraced self-accountability. You are responsible for your results. Now, here's the interesting thing. Here's why I like to talk about this a lot. Talk about that tree, that wicked tree. Because some of you guys have taken forgiveness to a whole nother level. Because here's the deal. I ask you this. When Jesus or when the master teacher was walking by and he saw a tree that did not bear fruit, and he called the tree wicked and cast it into the sea. My question to you is, well, why didn't he just forgive the tree? I mean, I'm sure the tree wanted to bear fruit. I'm sure it knew what was created and intended to do. But why didn't the master just forgive the tree? Oh, tree, we forgive you for not bearing fruit. See, some of y'all are taking this forgiveness thing to a whole nother level. See what I'm saying? Now, that was the master walking and cast a tree into the sea saying, you wicked tree, you are supposed to bear fruit and you haven't. We are no longer needing your services. Goodbye. Well, if the master teacher had a moment of unforgiveness for the results that this tree, however long it been branched or been born or whatever, then what makes you think? What makes you think? Oh, I'm sorry. You mean to tell me y'all didn't read that part? Ooh, yeah. It's in the book. Yeah. It's in the book. What's going on, James? Again, let's see here. Kinana says here, man, stop blaming others for my issue and started taking responsibility. See, when you begin to take responsibility for your results, right? You start saying, you know what? I'm supposed to bear fruit and I'm going to start bearing fruit, right? You start taking responsibility. You say, you know what? If it is to be, it's up to me. Oh my goodness. What happens to the life of a person who takes responsibility or takes control of their life? No longer are you tossed to and fro by the winds of change. No longer are you in a position where you go north because someone else pushed you north. Now you go north because north is where you want to go. Oh my goodness, what happens to the individual who takes personal responsibility for every area of their life, whether they discipline to greatness or they have neglect towards meagerness or towards weakness? Are you really giving it the best? Are you really giving your life the best? Are you really giving your family the best? Are you really giving your community the best? Are you really giving your bank account the best? Are you really giving your dreams, your goals, your aspirations the best? Are you really giving you the best that you got? Here's our affirmation today, beautiful people. Daily motivation for African-American success. Affirmation today. Here's what you want to allow to take root into your subconscious, your heart. And then as it takes root, you can grow and cultivate it to start to bring forth results as you repeat it over and over and over again until it brings forth a harvest into your life. Now, why is affirmation so important? Because the power of life and death is in the tongue. What you speak about, you bring about, whether that be life or death. As I said, when I was a child, I talked like a child. And too many of us are still talking death over our life because we're talking like a child who doesn't understand, wow, I need to control the words that come out of my mouth, because the words that come out of my mouth are seed. And sometimes that seed doesn't land on good ground. It doesn't bring forth a result. But sometimes that seed, whether it be apple seed or whether it be strychnine, well, it don't matter. Sometimes that seed lands on good ground, and then it begins to bring forth a harvest. If it's a good seed, it brings forth a good harvest. If it's a bad seed, it brings forth a bad harvest. Repeat after me. Repeat after me. Giving from the heart is a sure path to spiritual and emotional riches. Again, our affirmation of the day, repeat after me. Giving from the heart is a sure path to spiritual and emotional riches. Now notice you got spiritual and emotional, not necessarily that comes first. You get that together, this stuff is on this earthly plane, all the riches and wealth and all the abundance and joy and love, joy, peace, happiness, self-control, all of that stuff. You get all the fruits of the spirit. Our affirmation of the day. Let's do it one more time for the people in the back, the people in the way back. We want to make sure they know we mean business. I mean, we're going to drop some heavy seed. And then we just hope it somewhere on this ground, we're going to find something fertile. And then that seed going to bring forth a 30, a 60, a 100-fold return back into my life. I'm going to have so much that I got plenty to give away. Let me say that again. Because I understand it is better to give than to receive. And I understand that as I give the words, right, which are the good words, which is seed that can be sown into the ground of the universe. And that the ground of the universe is so fertile that it's going to bring back to me, right, more than what I dropped. And now I'm going to have an abundance of love to give to others. I'm going to have an abundance of joy to spread across the world. I'm going to have an abundance of discipline and self-control. I'm going to have so much. So much. It's too much for me. I got to start giving it away. This is why you see billionaires having what they call a giving pledge. They have accumulated so much money. They know they can't go. They know they can't leave it to chance about what happens when they pass away. They got a giving pledge to give more than half of what they've accumulated in their life away. Oh, y'all to read the book. Y'all to know that billionaires and even some of these black billionaires are participating in a giving pledge to give back more than half of what they've accumulated over their lifetime. Let's do it one more time for the people in the back, the people in the way back. Repeat after me. Giving from the heart is a sure path to spiritual and emotional riches. Now, how many guys that are watching today, live or on the replay, you could really use some emotional riches? It seems like your emotions are in the tailspin. It seems like you just can't really feel good. This is happening. This is happening. It's driving you crazy. Giving from the heart. Here's my question to you. This is like a mandate. It's like now you have the opportunity to figure out today, because today is all you got. Who and or what do you need? Should you give today? Who to whom and or what should you give? Do you know you need to give? That you've been holding back for some reason. You've been like this, and God's been like, be like this. You've been like, nah, this is the last I got. God's like, no, be like this. And it ain't just got to be about money. You like this, I'm holding on to my love. I'm holding on to my knowledge. I'm holding on to my respect. I'm holding on to my dignity. I'm holding on. I don't want to let it go. But you don't understand that if you just let it go, more love, more joy, more wisdom comes back 30, 60, 90-fold. See, I've been on the challenge for the past, I don't know, I don't know how long ago, because it feels like eternity. How many guys been in such a flow that it feels like eternity? You ain't even thinking about time, space, day, time. It don't matter. The only time you think about time, we need to meet somebody. But it's just like, man, it's like eternity. And it's like, wow, I've been telling God, I've been like, you know what? I'll be having I got a different type of relationship. And I think everybody has their own relationship with their father. I got a different type of relationship with my father. Me and my father, we got like a competitive relationship. When I be going out now, I be like, you know what? I'm gonna show you today. That's right. I'll be like, yeah, Daddy, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna outgive you today. And Dad be like, you gonna do what? I say, yeah, I'm gonna go out here. I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna get out and we'll go get something. And I'm telling you, I'm gonna beat you today. How many guys are brothers? How many of you guys, especially the brothers, because I know brothers, we typically have a more competitive spirit. How many guys growing up, right? Or maybe the ladies, I don't know. You grew up and your whole big thing while you were young was to finally beat your dad. Whatever it may be. Ladies, you might have been better with the father too. It's typically the father, but you're growing up, you had to beat your dad in tennis or basketball, running or whatever. Whatever it may be, you like, or video games, whatever. Or the ladies, I don't know. Did y'all grow up and have like a competitive spirit? Like this one person, you finally, you like, one day I'm gonna beat them, right? This is the type of relationship I have with my father. I'll be like, one day I'm gonna get you. I'll be, and you know, even though it might be impossible, it doesn't stop me from trying. So every day I go out, I'll be like, you know what? I'm gonna find a way. I'll give you today. I'll be giving over here. I'll be giving over there. I give him my time. I give up free knowledge. I'll be giving everywhere I go. Here you go. Because I'm trying to beat my dad. And you know what my dad be like? He's like, I got something better. Wait, it ain't the end of the day yet. Wait till you get home. And then I get home, he be like, pow. Right? Guess what happened yesterday? Last night we did a broadcast. On that broadcast, now we normally get, some pretty good broadcast, but last night, Black Woman Wednesday, and you know what? I cleared my schedule and I told the people, I said, here what we about to do at 8 o'clock. I brought the 3 ladies on. We were ready to rock and roll. And then, we did our thing. And then it got cut off because the enemy showed up. He's like, man, y'all doing too much good stuff over here. I need to interrupt. Well, we said, no, we know your tricks. So we said, no, we know you the prince of the air. That ain't going to stop us. We just going to restart. We restarted that thing. Man, we had over 300, 400 people viewing us last night. And then at the end of that time together, we had over 5,000 views. This is after we decided, spur of the moment, to follow the steps that were ordered by the Lord. This was after we went through the test of, man, are we going to keep going or are we going to stop? This was after all that. But at the end of the day, we had over 5,000 views. Right? Now, Mark Darius, Mark Darius said, yeah, it's the passing of the torch when you best your dad. Right? Keenan said she had some shit. Chess with my stepdad, and I finally did it. I finally beat him. He been whooping my butt. He been spanking my butt this whole time. And I finally beat him. Anybody else? You had something. You was like, you know what? What'd you say? What's your River Word? River Word said, I always try to beat my dad in board games and wrestling. Look at that. Okay, so it wasn't just brothers. Okay, so the sisters had some dad moments. I got to beat my dad moments too. Right? Every girl said back then, dad bet me in ping pong games in the basement. We had fun, but now he's gone. To God, he always in my heart and soul. Right? Anybody else? I want to hear your dad. I beat my dad's story. And maybe you never. Now here's the deal. Yeah, say our natural father. Eventually he take it easy on us. Okay, like I've been spanking that butt. Now you're a little bit of age. I gotta let you win. We understand that, right? Now that we're older, we're gonna let our son or our daughter win. But they're gonna know they're gonna have to go through some tough stuff. They're gonna have to go down the long road. Right? I'll try to beat my dad in bowling. I beat my dad in racing. Beat my dad in basketball. I gotta beat my dad. And that's the same type of relationship I have with my spiritual father. I'm gonna beat him in giving at some point. It may not never happen, but while it ain't happening, I'm gonna keep on trying. So Sambusa said it was with her mom. My mom with some food recipes. Okay, okay, you're gonna see. They're gonna love this. They're gonna love this little recipe better than yours. Oh, yeah, wait till Thanksgiving. Wait till Thanksgiving, because I got something new for you. Oh, you better believe. Oh, yeah, they're gonna be they're gonna be woo. Right? Yeah, look at River Bird. Now, here's the flip side. Yeah, my daughter were always trying to beat. What about on the flip side? You're a parent now. And you got children. Your children are trying to beat you. What are your children trying to beat you in? Huh? What is this relationship you got with your daughter, your son, your niece, your nephew? And every time they come around, they're like, come on, play me. Or come on, we're going to do this. Or you be like, come on, we're going to do this. And they're trying to beat you. They're trying to best you. And they're giving it all that they got. This is what's interesting about kids. Kids will give it all they got, even if what they got doesn't seem like it's much to us as parents. But us, when we're smaller, that's all we got, because that's all we know. But if for some strange reason, as we get older, we begin to get too cautious, careful, right? Now, notice I didn't say just being careful. I said too careful. I mean, sometimes being too careful is terrible. Never taking any risk. Never trying anymore. Giving up on your dreams. No longer trying to beat anybody, even if it's your old self. Woo! It getting hot up in here. Now, we're supposed to be talking about the 6 money traps to avoid, so I at least I'm going to give you one, and then I'll finish the rest up tomorrow, okay? I mean, wait a second. Oh, I can't do it tomorrow. I gotta be somewhere. Well, I'm gonna come on early tomorrow. So tomorrow I'm gonna do 7. I gotta come on early because I got somewhere to be early because you know it's the weekend. And y'all know what I tell y'all, weekends are made to get rich. So whew, I'm gonna be out there doing what ERGJ do. So we're gonna come on at 7 tomorrow. Make sure we do that. But here's one of the money traps to avoid, okay? I'm gonna give you this one. That's gonna be nice. A money trap to avoid. One of the money traps to avoid is an expensive partner. An expensive partner. Now, I'm sure that there's some brothers who can relate to this very well. That you got the fine wine looking like a dime. But man, she know how to spend some money. I mean, oh Lord. I mean, her taste is high maintenance. You ain't got the high maintenance kind of money, kind of wealth yet, right? That expensive partner is a money trap to avoid. Everybody put it down. So it's a trap. It's an expensive trap to avoid. Very words, I mean, I'll let them win to keep them encouraged, and the prize for me was their face of high self-esteem from those wins, prices. Now they're in college and they're not afraid to press toward the mark. Oh, not yet, a fine wine. I even said my son think he is smarter than me, but I told him what my dad told me, you'll never be smarter than me because I'm older, too many life experiences, right? Yvette said my kids bet me with kids. Marcus Sagans is doing exercise classes tomorrow morning at 5:30 a.m. Bet me with, okay, fantastic. Absolutely. So an expensive partner, man, I'm trying to tell you that who you choose, right? Who you choose to commune with, who you choose to date, who you choose to marry, who you choose. Now, again, it's a choice. And you see these habits, we always got to eat luxury. Oh, we got to take the limo everywhere we go. I don't know. It get pretty exotic, I guess. An expensive partner is a sure way to go broke. Right? Now I get it. I'm a man, so my bad for being biased. You're right. Very word said, man, there are men in that way too. How many ladies done had an expensive partner? The kind of expensive partner that don't really work a whole lot, but want to spend a whole lot. He want to spend his check and your check too. He want to move into your house, but he ain't want to pay no bill. I mean, I'm talking about it getting expensive even on the little side. Oh, don't chop it down because I'm preaching good. An expensive partner is a money trap to avoid. It's a trap. You mean to tell me you're an adult, you haven't figured out how to curb your appetite? You mean to tell me that you're mature, but you still spend more than you earn, and you spend more? You spend not only what you earn, you spend what I earn too. You spend what we earn. It's a trap. Anton Lyle said, man, I try hard to bet my granddad ping pong, pool, and horseshoe, but never could. I guess that's the reason I have pool and ping pong tables at my house, and I beat most everyone that I play. Yeah, but my mama ain't raised no fool, so she had to get so he had to get cut out. I know that's right. My mama didn't raise no. I was born at night, but I wasn't born last night. He said, yeah, in college, you had one. Okay, he said, Sabu said, I was in college, and he was trying to leech off of me. Right? Trying to live a life. Here's the thing I want you guys to understand, and even if it's not necessary for somebody else, but for us. And Dave Ramsey said it like this: act your wage. Everybody put that in comments below. Act your wage. 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 Act ways. Ava Van said, man, a wise woman builds her house. They have champagne taste on a beer budget. Rimworth says, immature to continue with someone who is spending more than they bring in. When I was a child, I talked like a child. I acted like a child. I thought like a child. I reasoned like a child. But now that I'm a man, I put that childish stuff behind. A lot of college boys were looking for a free ride. Nope, especially if they get that older chick. She got the car. Okay, she got a little apartment over here. And, she looked like she got it together. She over there struggling like a mug, but she looked like she got it together. Right? Mardane said, as a single man, I was always looking for name brands, and then the wife and kids came, a lot of that changed. Right? Act your ways, man. Woo, Lord. This, guys, is the New Black Wall Street, the Black Money and Power Show. In the comments below, I'd like for you to share something that you learned today. Something that's your takeaway that's getting you ready to get up, go out, and go get something. I don't do this just to do this. This is a labor of love for me. I do it to make a difference, and I hope that we've made a difference in your life today, to get you to think different, to get you to be different. Because if you want better for your life, if you want things to change, you must change. And if you are unwilling to change, you're going to continue to bargain with life for a penny, and it will pay you no more. I'm your host, ERGJ, certified financial educator for the Black Billionaires Club. We invite you to join the Black Billionaires Club. You want more personal development, which is what this is. We believe that personal development is numero uno. It is primary. You must work on you. You must choose to work on you. If you need help in that area, you're saying, you know what? I need to get around other people that are working on themselves too. Well, that's the Black Billionaires Club. So if you go to the website, theblackbillionairesclub.com. That's right, theblackbillionairesclub.com is coming up right now. And click on join the club, and then you'll find 3 different ways that you can participate. You can get involved. You can walk away from the crowd of broke, walk away from the crowd of busted, walk away from the crowd of disgusted, and you can connect. See, my good mentor told me this. He said, man, you must make a decision to walk away from the 95%. 95% of people who are talking but not doing. 95% of the people who want but won't execute. Walk away and join the 5%. Join those who execute. Join the dreamers and the doers. Join those who have faith with works. Walk away from the 95% and join the 5%. And give more each day, man. Dr. says self-reflection allows you to examine the errors of your ways and make changes that are necessary. Remember, I'm taking away your wisdom of not being connected with anyone that is high priced, be it a man or a woman, man. Well, my beautiful people, I want to say thanks so much for tuning in to today's episode. And I want you to remember this, that it takes a village. It starts with us. Let's build as we climb together. We all we got, people. Matter of fact, we all we need. And thank God, that's more than enough. Until next episode, you know what time it is. Mr. DJ, hit the music.
The New Black Wall Street. Thanks you for joining the show. We gave a lot of great tips, but it's time to go. Take the knowledge we shared, hope you use it and grow. We will see you all there at the next episode of The New Black Wall Street. The New Black Wall Street.